Well, it started off with that draw between Brighton and Southampton. That game finished 1-1. Earlier today, Kevin Schade got his first senior hat-trick in a 4-1 win for Brentford at home to Leicester. Ruud van Nistelrooy, the new Leicester boss, was watching on from the stands. Crystal Palace with their 94th minute equaliser at home to Newcastle. Nottingham Forest a 1-0 win over Ipswich. That was Chris Wood from the penalty spot. And Wolves 2, Bournemouth 4, a game in which Justin Kluivert got a hat-trick of penalties. That's the first time that's happened in the Premier League. We just watched that 5-2 victory for Arsenal against West Ham. Man United play Everton, Tottenham play Fulham, and on Super Sunday, it's Chelsea against Aston Villa, Liverpool against Manchester City, and all the goals from the games that have happened so far available for you on the Sky Sports app. Best way to get there is to scan the QR code that you can see in front of you right now. Let's see what all of that has done to the table then, starting at the very bottom, where Southampton have just 5 points from their opening 13 games. Ipswich and Wolves making up the bottom three. Crystal Palace just outside, courtesy of that late equaliser today. Then it's Leicester, Everton and West Ham up in 14th place. At the top of the table, Brighton temporarily occupied second space. That is now occupied by Arsenal after that win. They're 2 points clear of both Brighton and Manchester City. It's a 6-point gap to the league leaders Liverpool. But remember, Manchester City could also close the gap when the two go head-to-head at Anfield tomorrow.
Well done. Great performance overall, but how important were those first 35 minutes? Because it was such a strong start from Arsenal.
Yeah, it was a very, very strong start, and we remember we played similar like this last year, so we knew we wanted to start strong, and we definitely did that.
And before I come into your goal, I want to talk about your assists. You reached 10 assists this season, more than last season. How has it been for you to develop this part of your game?
Well, I'm just constantly looking to improve and create and score goals for this team. And yeah, I'm doing that right now, and I'm enjoying my football. I'm playing with confidence, so I want to continue like this.
How much have you been enjoying? Because, of course, you're an attacking player. Of course, you prefer to score goals. But how much pleasure are you taking from these assists?
Yeah, I'm taking a lot of pleasure. I like to score and create, but the biggest pleasure is winning and getting 3 points on the board. So I'm very happy today.
And talking about assists, it was a nice moment when you gave the ball to Odegaard for his penalty, and then he gave it back to you. How was that moment?
No, it was nice. Martin's a top player. He's been playing so good since he's come back, and he wanted to take the penalty to score today, and I'm more than happy to give him the ball because he always gives me the ball. So we have a good connection, and like I said, let's just keep this form going.
Yes, the connection is on and off the pitch then.
Yeah, on and off the pitch, yeah.
And for your goal, of course, it is a priority for you to score goals, but how have you been feeling with the movements the team has been making and the connections, the link-ups back with Odegaard?
Yeah, I think definitely the last 3 games we've been back to our best, back to our best way of playing. We're fluid, we're dynamic, and you can see the movements, the rotations, everything looks good. So we need to continue like this. You know, we played 3 good games, but we know in this league it's not enough. We have a big game on Wednesday, Manchester United, so we're going to be ready for that and look to do the same thing.
Well done then. You are player of the match. Congratulations, Bukayo.
Thank you very much.
What a week Arsenal are having. 5 goals in this game against West Ham, 5 goals against Sporting in midweek, the 3 goals against Nottingham Forest last weekend. And Bukayo Saka is having a fantastic season for Arsenal. It's 10 assists, as Natalie mentioned in the interview there. The record is 20. That was Thierry Henry, and Kevin De Bruyne has done it as well.
Good company.
So he's halfway there already. He's not just bettered his own stats from last season. He's on his way to a Premier League record, potentially.
And as well, he's on his way with a long period of the season without his partner in crime in Odegaard. It's incredible stats. He's just playing with confidence. The smile on his face when he speaks about Man United now, he's already speaking about that Man United. He's always up for the challenge. At such a still tender age, he's so experienced man in that dressing room. I mean, he's making that position his own. It's incredible to be that involved at this stage of the season, to stay consistently fit as well. So you got to give credit to him, what they do with himself off the field, because on the field, he just blesses it completely, Jamie. It's incredible to see.
What a role model. He's an incredible role model, so intelligent, eloquent, knows the game inside out. He just comes across as a fine young man. It must be a dream for any kind of manager that wants to, whether it's the England manager or obviously Arsenal. And the job that he's doing and the improvements that he's making every single day are just frightening. You know, the level he's getting to. Because he can score goals, he can make goals, he's got great desire, he runs in behind, he's so difficult to defend against. And you can see I think Arsenal struggled without Odegaard, but when Odegaard comes back in, that connection, Theo, is just absolutely perfect.
But they struggled, but he just took leadership and ownership and thinking, right, we've got our main player out, I will take this team now and trying to make sure we stay at a level. They weren't quite at the level of scoring all these goals, which Odegaard obviously enhances that. But again, he took leadership, considering how age he is right now.
With his positioning, because obviously you played as predominantly a right-sided right winger. Do you feel that it might have improved you? Because with Bukayo, he started as a left-back, it seemed, and then he went to left wing, and then obviously Mikel
improved me.
Improved you as a... I hear what you're saying. Cut in and shoot, you'd have got more goals, I mean. That's
I mean, I scored quite a lot for Arsenal, over 108, but which was pretty good from the right.
We know that. We know that.
Yeah,
exactly. I know you could play, mate. Don't worry about it.
No. To be honest, it was a position at times. It was, Nasri was out on the left-hand side. We had Olivier Giroud, a different stature of forward, Ron van Persie. I was used to playing on the right because I loved, like Bukayo there, he loves assists. I did like that as well. I got even more joy out of that at times, to be part of, involved in the goals. But yes, I hear your point. That was a finish I actually really liked, particularly from the left-hand side. I followed Michael Owen, Thierry Henry very closely, inside step. And I never played that much on the left, but it's one of those positions where I actually felt I could be up front as well. There was periods when I did, but
he's always been a recognised talent, Bukayo Saka. If I ever have heard any criticism of him, it's been about consistency, about maybe not delivering in the bigger games. It's maybe been about just growing into his role. All of that seems to be coming for him this season particularly.
And as well, just how easy he puts the penalties away. I know maybe Fabianski will be a little bit disappointed in not getting it, but everything that's happened to him in his career up until now, to still be in a position to think, look, that's fine, I can deal with this, it's no problem. Just shows that he's very mature at such a young age still, but very...
The first, half an hour or so was just fantastic. Did it feel like that? Did you feel that you were putting on a really complete performance?
Yeah, obviously we felt really strong. I think the first goal was a set piece, which Gabriel, again, amazing. I think we showed some really great football, and we're doing that for the last 3 games already. So we just need to try to keep this momentum going, because we have a big game coming up against United.
Duran, it's Theo here. I just wanted to say, you talk about big games, and I just want to ACL and how you've come back, and not just the way you perform, but physically to look after yourself in this moment, because it's a very hard injury to come back from. You look like you've not been away from the game at all. Just the people around me pushing me always. I always say you're as good as the people around you. So those are the most important people in my life right now, and they help me to get where I am right now. And just trying to push, keep going. To be honest, the players around me are so good that it makes it easy as well to play for me. But I feel good, I feel nice, I feel fit, and that's the most important thing for me right now.
You're in, Jamie Redknapp, congratulations on a great win. I talk about your performance as well. I thought you were excellent today. Left back, right back, you got that versatility. It seems to be so...
No, I think that's a good thing. I think we have a big squad with a lot of good players, and I think we showed that last week and this week again with different players in the starting lineup. We just have to keep going like this.
Though, just to ask you a question, you just mentioned about the set piece there and the first goal. And when you were setting up with Bukayo Saka taking the corner, Gabriel came up to you and he said a few things. And I watched where your position you took up just behind the 6-yard box. And then you made a run to just do a little slight nudge on Paquetá just to stop him heading the ball so that the ball could, obviously, it was a great flight. That was your job.
I can't tell you that.
Yeah. Come on. Listen, the game's over now. You've got to tell us your secrets.
No, I can't tell it, but it felt a little bit like an assist, to be fair.
Are you claiming an assist for that?
I helped him a bit with that, No, but it was a good execution. But it's not the first time, I think, this season or last season. We scored a lot of nice goals from set pieces, and not only Gabi did it again, but the whole team showed they were really good at set pieces. Yeah, and that is the thing with set pieces. Why you're so good, because it's not just about one person attacking the ball. It's so good because it's not just about one person attacking the ball. It's a real team effort. Everybody has their own roles in scoring those goals, and obviously the set piece coach. How much
Goes into that every day in training. How often do you spend on making sure that the set pieces and all the details are right?
A lot, of course, but to be fair, we have so many games that on the other side you don't have a lot of time to train that. But I think when we train it, we're really focused and very detailed when we train it.
Jurien, obviously you're all extremely focused. Bukayo Saka has told us, you're looking ahead to the Manchester United game in midweek. You've already mentioned it. I'm sure it was important already, but does it add a little bit more to it?
No, what you said, it's important already. To be fair, I think also for Man City and Liverpool, every weekend game, every Premier League game is hard. And yeah, tomorrow we play each other. I will watch the game, rest on the couch at home, and I'll be prepared for Wednesday against United. Yeah,
all you can do is get your own 3 points and then hope the rest of the weekend pans out as you want.
That's it.
Thank you so much for joining us. Good to talk to you.
Thanks, guys. Ciao, ciao.
Well played.
Thank you.
Well done.
Interesting to hear him. 7 goals, 2 penalties. Theo Walcott, Jamie Redknapp, analyse that.
Wow, what a game. What a half of football. Arsenal the best at set pieces, and they've also got the best at attacking them in Gabriel. He just always gets his movement right. He's got desire, he's aggressive, he's brave. The timing's good, the delivery's perfect. You can see him there. Antonio cannot get near him. He's not good enough to mark him. He shouldn't be in this position. Great header, 1-0 up, and they were cruising at that point.
Me next, yeah. So second goal here. We've talked about the connections with Saka and Odegaard, and fantastic the fact that they just recognise the space, runs into Saka, and it's a training ground goal. It's like they were playing against mannequins at times here. It comes out to Saka, and you can clearly see what they're trying to do is to link up play. Odegaard always wants to get involved, and not one West Ham player is looking at the ball. Brilliant from Trossard. Fantastic, gets his goal.
And then we get the first penalty decision, Jamie.
Yeah, again, this is Saka at his best. When he does this and he gets at people and he gets in tight space, you just have to leave him. You cannot afford to dangle a lazy leg out, which is what Paquetá does. Odegaard and Saka have decided who's going to take it. Odegaard's the man this occasion. Very composed, puts that in with enough pace and whips it into that corner. And they were cruising 3-0. All of a sudden it gets to 4-0.
And as well, this is a pass from your days, Jamie, actually, with the left foot, but fantastic. Kilman maybe could do better, but it's a great first touch. Havertz very calm and composed in that position there when he's got time and space. But obviously Paquetá's missed out on the ball there. Good press from Odegaard, who started us off. Fantastic pass.
So
Kilman should do better there.
Yeah, and at 4-0 we think game over, and then suddenly the fight back was on from West Ham. I don't think we thought it particularly with the first of their goals, Jamie.
No, but that's a great ball. There's a perfect timing. It's turned into Wan-Bissaka. Not Wan-Bissaka. He's getting in 2-2 now. Finishes that really well in that right position. All of a sudden the pressure's off a little bit. Well, OK, we're back in this game. And then this free kick is absolutely wonderful. He can't stop it. It's got whip, dip, it's coming in. It's so hard. Look at the size of that wall as well. Havertz, Gabriel and Declan Rice. He still gets it up and down over the top of them. Thinking, right, can we get in at half-time 4-2? They can't.
They can't, no. And Arsenal, obviously, Champions League a few weeks ago, they actually didn't get given one of these. And you can see, clearly the goalkeeper is a bit unlucky. I feel like at times there needs to be a good go for the ball, but he's just scraped him, and the referee actually took a long time to actually decide on the penalty. I think it's the reaction that Gary's alluded to there.
And this time it's Saka with the penalty.
It just keeps them guessing, and it's one of those goalkeepers are never aware.
So it's 5-2 to Arsenal at half-time at the...
Indumentaria, la Kings Limited Gold Edition, solo hay 50 unidades de todos los equipos y también puede ser vuestra entrando en kingsleague.pro, así que es los datos a tener en cuenta en cuanto a indumentarias. Gran partido, Gonzalo, Gerard, el que tenemos por delante.
Ojo, ojo, estilo La Bombonera, estadio...
Hostia,
de River.
Hostia, más minutos de retraso en el inicio, ¿eh? Ya tenemos lío.
Lo llamó Edo, dibujando la parábola sobre la banda derecha, donde en el vértice del área aparece Nadir. ¡Nadir para adentro! ¡Gol! De Nadir Lua, que tiene una facilidad pasmosa. Encuentra a Pablo, que balón para Nadir para el segundo. Se tafa de Cócera, es un golazo. ¡Es un golazo! Señoras, señores, bienvenidos al show de Nadir Lua. Pibe.
El mejor.
Haciendo espionaje, ¿eh?
Vaya mierda ha dado, pibe. ya te puedes ir a la cúpula a comer, va.
Tiene que salir Cócera para entregar hacia el centro. Se la regala Coy, le puede pegar Coy para adentro.
Vaya chicha, Nano.
¡Gol! De Porcinos Óscar Coy. Pues sí.
Pero es que, señores,
Que no te lo dije.
Tenemos comodín, ¿cómo lo usamos?
penalti.
Será penalti.
Vamos, Cuni.
Puede meter en el partido a Cuni. Jordi para adentro, qué golazo.
¡Guau!
¡Dios! ¡Gol!
Eso, dale.
Vamos con Nadir Luay, con Laura Vizcaíno.
Pues sí, Nadir, 2 goles, victoria y a cuartos, enhorabuena.
Sí, sabíamos que el partido iba a ser muy importante porque veníamos de una muy mala dinámica. El equipo ha estado bien, sufríamos defensivamente y creo que hemos estado muy juntitos y nada, primer objetivo cumplido.
Os espera Science, rival complicado, imagino.
Sí, empatamos contra ellos y en shootout perdimos, ha quedado segundo por algo. Nada, concentración, confianza con los dos mismos y intentar ganar para el sábado estar en el Wizzing.
Pues lo veremos mañana, mucha suerte.